First things first, okay? The one thing that I want to talk about is more Pokemon shit. My favorite channel, Moist Critical, uploaded more fucking Pokemon fucking scalper shit, and apparently it has gotten worse. I heard that a scalper was trying to oversleep at night or so at a store to be there early in order for that person to buy Pokemon cards instead of having to wait in line. They decided to sneak into the store and try to sleep in the store for Pokemon cards. Apparently, I don't know if that's what it's going to be about, but that's what I heard. You know, I heard about that too as well. That they were going. Yeah, that GameStop is trying to buy eBay.
Now just breathe. Now big push, push, push. Here I am. There's a little birthing simulation for you for what it would look like if it was me that was popping out. I got a couple things I want to yap about today. And I think it's only appropriate that I start with the topic that I have been glued to for many months now.
I have been glued to
the
this
degeneracy
too as well.
in the Pokemon card community.
Yes.
There's been another arrest.
You're my favorite channel for Pokemon
Best
shit.
Buy in Pasadena, a man was found inside that closed store. A group of Pokemon card collectors were camping outside the Best Buy all night. They noticed a large police response and found out a man was still inside the store.
That is a surprisingly large police response there. That shit was looking like it was straight out of Rainbow Six Siege. They had
Or Ready or
rolling
Not
up there about this individual that was hiding inside of Best Buy, presumably camping the restock.
We heard from witnesses who say they believe that man was hiding in the Best Buy before closing so that he...
Look at this guy's hairline, dude. You look like the Avatar, but for Pokemon cards. Man, Aang sure has gone downhill ever since the Avatar movie got leaked, huh? My man, dude. Holy shit. This is crazy. Dude, look at that hairline. That hairline is crazy back there with the little bloop bloop on the front or so. Man, dude, you gotta be desperate or so to be doing something like this for Pokemon cards. I'm not gonna lie. This is your typical Pokemon scalper, man. It's just some 50, 60-year-old man trying to fucking get these Pokemon cards and, you know, not letting the kids, you know, buy the Pokemon cards because, you know, their parents probably grew up on Pokemon collecting cards, and then they want to get the kids to come in there, you know, their specific kids to play Pokemon cards, and, you know, they want them to collect as well, so they, you know, they take them to the store to go buy them. But unfortunately, you can't buy them because you have people like this, you know, who are literally trying to buy the cards off. Oh my goodness gracious me! That is a foul comparison.
so that he could get to those Pokemon trading cards.
That is peak male performance right there. Just take a peek at that perpetrator right there. That is the face of Team Rocket. Like, this guy, I think we can say with a high level of confidence, was definitely there for the Pokemon cards. But I imagine he was doing it out of his own self-preservation. He's probably seen all of the knuckle sandwiches that are flying at Pokemon restocks, because that is when PvP is enabled, and it is just people fighting, and Pokemon cards are secondary.
Keep an eye on
They're
your
trying
sis.
to
She does
beat
not
the
sleep.
goddamn loot out of
That's
everyone
right.
there, like it's GTA, but instead of dropping money, they're dropping Pokemon boxes in the aisles. So this guy probably saw all of that kerfuffle and decided the safest way was to just already be there when the restocks happen, so he could grab the product and get out before anyone gets a chance to give him a fucking atomic wedgie and beat his face in.
Pokemon 151. Oh. Yeah. We're here for the 151.
I was just here for some Pokemon drop, you know, but I went to the restroom, not even 15 minutes. I come back and there's cops everywhere.
That man, there you see him, was taken into custody.
Admittedly, this is new. I haven't seen
wild.
any scalpers get arrested for this yet. This guy is a pioneer in the meta for the degeneracy in this community.
Do you think that there are actually going to be people doing this now since he did it? Because I remember seeing, like, I think like YouTube videos where like a person would sleep in a store or so. I remember some, like, there was videos like that, unless it was like something different.
So he got arrested for being in Best Buy past store closing, camping out there like he's a fucking old school prank YouTuber where they spend 24 hours in Target, how naughty, hiding in the toilet paper aisle, that kind of thing. He tried to pull that off in order to get a leg up on the Mad Dash.
Hell yes, there'll be more of them.
Well,
I can't wait to see it, to be honest.
He's getting thrown in the slammer for it, it seems. And they rolled in deep. They came up.
I was told there are people who know UPS drivers that gives out alerts to which store they're gonna drop Pokemon packages. What the fuck? Wait, they got the UPS drivers in on this too? Damn, that is damn. This is some like weird like high society mob type of like some like weird underground fucking negotiation.
To this Best Buy looking like they were about to apprehend fucking Cobra Commander. But anyway, I wanted to yap about that guy's arrest, but now I want to get into a couple of other topics.
There's more?
First, the Call of Duty movie director.
What?
This is directed by a specimen named Peter Berg.
Whoa. They're making a Call of Duty movie? But why? Why are we doing a Call of Duty movie? This makes no sense.
Let me double check. I actually can't remember. This guy hasn't made anything good, so it's hard for me to remember this name. Peter Berg. It is Peter Berg. Peter Berg is the director that is slated to make the Call of Duty movie. This is an official production. This is a big budget Call of Duty movie. Peter Berg is most known, at least I believe, is most known for one of the most infamous flops that many people might recall, Battleship, the movie with Rihanna.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about that movie. Wait, this is the guy that directed that? Oh man, I can't believe there's a Call of Duty movie. I didn't even know Activision even had enough money to make a movie.
That's some of Peter Berg's
which Call of Duty is it?
Work. And well, who better to make a Call of Duty movie than a washed-up director like Peter Berg? A crazy fit, but it gets better because Peter Berg openly hates video games. He even specifically called out Call of Duty like 13 years ago. During an interview,
Yeah, the Call of Duty has been announced ages ago. There might even be a Battlefield movie coming out. Why? Why the fuck is there a Battlefield? Battleship wasn't a movie. It was a scam. Please be Ghost. Shut the hell up. Okay, why are you hiring a director who literally says that they hate playing video games or they hate video games in general? Just why? What is even the point of hiring? Man, you must be scraping the bottom of the barrel because Activision must have called like every single director and the directors were like, nah, I'm good fam. I don't want to do a Call of Duty movie. And then this guy probably was like the bottom tier list or so for director. You know, it would be an original story on COD. You think so? I don't think Alex Garland plays video games, but he's directing the Elden Ring.
Berg was asked for his take on war video games, and he replied, pathetic, keyboard courage, can't stand it. The only people that I give a Call of Duty get out of jail free card to is the military. They're out there serving and they're bored and they want to entertain themselves. Okay, maybe. Kids? Uh-huh. And then he was asked if Navy SEALs play those games. He replied, some of them do. But I tell them I think it's pathetic. I think anyone that sits around playing video games for 4 hours, it's weak. Get out, do something. Yeah, get out, do.
Jesus Christ. You playing video games is weak.
Do something. Like, go watch Battleship, the movie, directed by Peter Berg. I like how this fucking guy is a movie director and he thinks that's just very high level, so much more sophisticated than playing games for a few hours, instead going to kill a few hours watching his dog shit films. He's so much better than you gamers. And then even says that he tells the SEALs that play games that they're pathetic. What a douchebag. What an absolute loser. So anyway, this is the director of the Call of Duty movie. He openly despises video games. I don't know if his mind's changed over the years. I doubt it. But it's actually so fascinating to me because this keeps happening. For some reason, the Hollywood humiliation ritual continues where they take
I never even
huge
knew
juggernaut
I still
IP
can't face the fact
and then
that there was
marry
a
it
Call
to
of
a
Duty
director
movie
or a team
being actually
that
made,
fucking
to be
hates it.
frankly
Just
honest. I
openly,
never knew this.
outright boast about how much they don't like it. Most notably, the one I always go to is the Halo television series, where they even just stated proudly that they do not play the games and don't want to. They want to do something entirely different because they know better, that kind of thing.
That's so
And there's plenty of
That's such a
examples
dumb-
of that happening.
That
with,
fucking mentality of like, oh, we can do better compared to the original author of the story actually did. I'm like, no, that's the only reason why you're grabbing someone else's IP and making it into a show. If you want to make your own type of shit, go make your own show and see what happens. It's probably not even gonna work. That's all I gotta say, because they like to take other people's work. Actually, to be honest, in my personal opinion, they're probably like far worse people than fucking AI in general. At least with AI, at least it'll come up something good, at least, and actually make up something of their own, compared to, people like this in general. They'll start taking people's IPs that are a lot more famous than them. They got well successful and everything, and they make it on their own. I expect Doctor give us a movie review of the COD movie. Also, the COD movie might come out in 2027. In 2027? I'll like take a look at the trailer, but I'm not gonna watch it though. I don't. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm really not.
Tons of IPs being adapted, and for some reason they keep doing that, even though it always fails and flounders. And there is
Fuck that.
numerous cases of taking beloved IP and pairing it with someone who also is passionate about the IP, delivering great products. So it doesn't have to be just take IP and give it to someone who hates it. You could take IP and give it to someone who likes it, and you get a better product for it. There's plenty of case studies of that happening. Yet for some reason they keep doing shit like this, of giving it to someone who just doesn't like it and doesn't want to do it at all. They're just cashing in a paycheck. Blows my fucking mind, but it's Call of Duty. Should really not expect anything else besides just the most lackluster shit ever. Anyway, the last topic I briefly want to touch on is a new comedy that started. Raise your hand if you've heard of Kevin.
Kevin?
No hands, huh? Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's something the Jedi wouldn't tell you about. It's like fucking Darth Plagueis. This is a show that's really flown under the radar. I've only heard of it because Matt sent me a review that was made about it. This is an Aubrey Plaza adult animation, and this review is scathing, to say the least. It is a brutal critique of it, and it was so intense that it piqued my curiosity, so I watched the first episode to see if it really is as bad as the review suggested it is. And even though I was only able to stomach one episode, I can comfortably say that it is. If for some reason so many of these animated adult series now try and just emulate Big Mouth. Big Mouth is my least favorite comedy ever made, by the way. I've said that a lot, and it remains true to this day. I think it is an insufferable, miserable, awful show to sit through, and yet for some reason it started a trend where everything else tries to be Big Mouth. It's like if you saw a pile of dog shit and you got inspired. You're like, oh wow, what a pile of dog shit. I bet I can make some of that shit myself. And then you go take a poop. Like, it blows my mind. But anyway, Kevin has the exact same DNA as Big Mouth, even shares the same style.
So Big Mouth animation looks like Meat Canyon art. Oh. Huh. Interesting. Can I see a screenshot real quick of it? 'Cause I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. Big Mouth. What the hell is this? Is that a reference to the Magic School Bus? Just looked it up. There's a bidding war to do a Battlefield movie. No, fuck no. I actually don't like this. Wow, this art style is atrocious. I actually don't like it. I can already see what kind of okay. All right. That's cool. That's
For the most part.
That's
So something that initially caught my eye in the review is about this attempt at a gag. So Kevin is a cat who lives in an apartment, and then his human couple breaks up, but he decides he can brave the world on his own. He doesn't need human companions. And a big thing about Kevin is he has a protuberant anus, a fact that is repeated with fervor that suggests the writers believe it to be powerful enough to merit a long-running gag badge. Stop talking about your deformed anus, slurs Kevin's alcoholic
anus?
goose
I don't even know
friend
what that
Chuck.
is.
It's not deformed, shouts Kevin. It's prolapsed. And lo, the soul begins its inexorable decline. When I first read that, I thought it was exaggeratory, but in the first episode alone, I'm pretty sure there were 4 mentions specifically about his deformed asshole. Kevin, your asshole's so freaky. It's not freaky, it's prolapsed. Cue canned laughter, laugh sound effects. So it is something that they do seem to really like.
So years ago, I had read that one of the episodes of Big Mouth was about adult education, and it was full of dirty jokes. Is this supposed to be like an adult show? Man, dude, I swear, I feel like the old shows, like what happened to what happened to like stuff like this? Like, what happened to this stuff, you know? Like, the original, like, the old series of, like, Hunger Force, or, like, the old series of, like, you know, American Dad, fucking, the old series of Family Guy, Simpsons, what else? Oh, fuck, I can't remember the shows or so on the Adult Swim. I'm trying to remember all the shows from Adult Swim specifically. Because it's been like a while. Oh, I remember he was like a superhero. He had a lawyer outfit. He had like a bird mask thing, and then there was another one too as well that was like a mad scientist or something like that, and he had like a kid or something as a son or something like that. Fuck, man, I'm trying to like remember. I'm trying to remember all these goddamn shows off the top of my head, because it's been such a like. Oh, my bad. Forgot the A. Like, I'm trying to remember all of these. What was it? There we go. Yeah, you had that one. You had that one. Fucking, oh my god, this guy right here too as well. Yep. The early 90s and the early 2000s, Boondocks as well. I remember that. I'm really trying to remember all this stuff, to be honest. I'm trying to like remember a lot of these shows specifically. Oh, you got like Robot Chicken too. You got fucking like Xavier was a pretty weird show, I'm gonna be frankly honest with you. You know? But I'm trying to like remember a lot of these like these old like cartoon. Oh, fucking moral oral or whatever it is. That one, I remember that show specifically. Mr. Pickle, yeah, Mr. Pickle. Oh, fucking Black Dynamite, you know, Black Dynamite. I'm gonna be honest with you, that was a pretty good show. I'm gonna be honest with you. I watched a couple episodes of it randomly at night. I have to say that was actually a pretty good show. I will be honest with you. Like I said, like what happened to like God Lord, I don't know, man. Like I said,
the catchphrase, and Kevin explains it that his brother, when they were kittens, was sucking on his asshole, causing it to prolapse, and that's why it looks that way, but it's totally normal. I really don't get what the obsession is with these adult...
that was an adult cartoon.
Animated shows needing to focus so specifically on animal assholes
Bros,
and cock.
Yeah.
Like, just last year, and I know I yapped about this then, but just as a reminder, last year, there was something that came out called Fixed, from a legendary talent, Genndy Tartakovsky, who has made some masterpiece animated series. And for some reason, he squeaks this out, and it's all everything that was marketed around it was all about dog.
That is in the L list, Black Dynamite in the D list. Hell no, I'm boxing that person. Yeah, when I saw it in the D list, I was just kind of like, brother, fucking Black Dynamite was really good.
Hole and dogs fucking, that kind of thing. And Kevin's like the same thing, except with cats now in this one. Why does it have to be that way? Why? It's weird. It's not entertaining. It's just fucking odd.
They think they're funny, but at the end of the day, only some people who are comedy, like fun comedy stuff or so, understand specifically what makes comedy work.
Anyway, back to Kevin though, another line from the review that really had me interested in seeing if it is this bad was this. Laugh-wise, it's a washout. Punchlines collapse mid-punch. Other jokes make no sense. Here, for example, is Cupcake on why she is called Cupcake. Because if you like what's on the bottom, you are insane. This is not a joke. This is a handful of words in a raincoat.
The fuck does that even mean? Did that just got spit out by ChatGPT or something?
That's actually verbatim how it
there's
goes.
no way that's actually from a human person that actually created that line or so and actually thought that it was actually funny. I just don't believe it. I really don't believe it.
Was in the show, by the way. When she's explaining the origin of her name Cupcake, that is what she says. Because if you like what's on the bottom, you're insane, and then pushes him in. It's bad. Anyway, I watched that first episode, and I didn't want to feel like it was all for nothing, entirely wasted time, so I just wanted to briefly yap about it. Then I at least tried it after reading the review. I didn't like it.
Well,
anyway, yeah,
the
these are
setup
just
is
a few
not
topics
there.
I wanted to yap about. That's really about it. So yeah.
Okay, well, I wasn't really expecting some of these. Some of these caught me off guard. The Call of Duty thing caught me off guard. The, well, adult cartoons are so becoming shit. Nothing surprises me. Nothing surprises me there, of course. And the thing that actually interested me the most or so was definitely this, I'll be honest with you. This one was pretty wild to see this. How they pulled this man out, like literally it was like Ready or Not episode. Dude, what's wrong with you, man? Over fucking Pokemon cards. It's gone insane, to be honest, but yeah. Oh, well, I wasn't really expecting 2 other side content off of this. So it's kind of a bit of refreshing, actually, to be honest, to see this, you know? Here's a movie trailer for the Resident Evil. We'll take a look at it in a bit, but yeah. Overall, what an intro. Yeah, what an intro indeed. 50-year-old man going after Pokemon cards. Bro, leave the cards alone, man. Give it to the kids these days. God damn, dude. Anyways, that's the end of the video. And, peace.